back on the Morning Brew with Friends. I got all my friends and this guy. We're getting ready for Halloween, which means we get to see the original Halloween.
Yes.
This coming up, and you're going to be at the chemo for
the
that.
chemo theater.
It's these guys are going to be at the little theater, and they're going to be doing their Legally Blonde.
Legally Blonde the musical, yes.
And this is like the same show, the same everything that was on Broadway, that was the traveling production. We just get to see some awesome local people in it.
That's right. We like to think that, you know, we've got a little something extra, just keeping it local and same actors that you've seen throughout shows here in Albuquerque. But yeah, the same production.
What's your favorite scene that you get to put on?
My favorite scene, it's actually when I'm talking to my friends or my clients or whatever, they find out that I'm Paulette the hairdresser, and if you've seen the movie, you're familiar with the part where Elle teaches Paulette to use what she's got, and so she does the bend and snap, and it's fun in this show because it's a song. So there's an entire scene and an entire song about it, so I get to bend and snap and just use my assets.
When you have your actual clients coming in to get their hair done, do you do that just to have fun with them and see if they get the joke? Do you
I don't. No, I try and save it, for our conversation. They're like, "So what are you up to?" I'm like, just singing and dancing every night. It's fine. Don't you worry about it." And this one, I don't know. I was like, I invite all my clients. I'm like, well, come and see me. And so they'll either be like, oh, that's my hairdresser, or a little embarrassed, like, she does my hair.
You don't want to, that's my hairdresser, yeah.
She's a little crazy. So, but either
That's
it's fun.
awesome. That's awesome. And Barry, have you already voted?
I have not. But,
Oh my gosh.
I don't even live in Bernalillo County, though. I'm a Sandoval County voter, so.
I see how this works.
So ashamed.
You Sandoval County people telling us Bernalillo County people to vote for stuff. Well, I see where this is coming from.
Tax like everybody else because I spend most of my money in Albuquerque.
Right. So the story is that for the Albuquerque Biopark, this week is early voting. Next Tuesday, the 6th, is the election, and you're trying to raise an 8-cent or get an 8-cent gross receipts tax increase passed, and that would fund the zoo for $60 million a year. And there is a limit, though. It's not like every year in perpetuity.
It's got a cap after 15 years, and it is specifically and expressly only for the capital needs. We're not paying salaries. We're not paying lawsuits. We also built it in sort of an ironclad way by drawing it from a specific fund that the state authorizes. So it can't be shifted even if we wanted to. It's locked in for the biopark.
Very cool. And then you guys, congratulations on the award. This is very cool. Because last year you took bronze, this year you took gold. I meant to ask earlier, what did you change between the 2 years in the IPA?
Really nothing. We just whatever fresh hops were available, those are the ones we used this year. So the ratio changed just slightly, but same beer.
Very cool. Because I've had it. It's got a different flavor to it, and that's the green hops you were saying.
Yeah, it's the fresh or wet hops. I think it gives you like that grassy and hop farm kind of smell and flavor that's not present in a lot of IPAs.
So I have this palate, this beer palate, and this is the worst, Barry, because it's stuck on the IPA. Okay. Like I love an IPA, and like I have other beers now, I'm like, that tastes weak. What's but I want to grow my palate beyond the IPA. Like, what's the next step of a beer? Like I did the whole like Coors Banquet to the High Life. To the, and I kind of graduated through the Tecates and things, and then I got into and now my palate is stuck. It's been there for a couple of years. So what's the next step?
The funny thing is that most brewers and most industry people actually gravitate back towards the lighter lager flavor because it's such a hard beer to produce perfectly every time to get that really clean and crisp flavor. So that's kind of where I head after an IPA is, or not after, when I'm not in the mood for an IPA, go towards a lager. But I think one of the next frontiers of beer is the sour beer. So you'll probably start seeing a lot more of those in
I like
the
doing
years to
mixes
come.
of the half sours and half like whatever. I mean, they like doing like mixology with beers.
People are mixing beers all the time, and that's not something that I've ever gotten into. But our staff tells me, "Oh, did you mix the brown with the stout?" No, I didn't. But I'd love to try it.
Well, awesome. We're going to be back next week with a packed house. Next week is going to be great. Thanks, guys, for coming in. We can find you at bosquebrewing.com, right?
Yeah, bosquebrewing.com.
Hashtag trending for you guys. Hashtag Bernalillo County,
Friends,
vote for it and stuff, right?
Bioparkfriends.org.
All right, we'll see you on stage as Paulette.
October 9th through November 1st.
Awesome. And we'll see you next week on the Morning Brew with Friends.